Ancient Chinese philosophers' life lessons men learn too late in life. Here are 57 more lessons from ancient Chinese philosophers, along with relevant quotes. 1. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. Lao Tzu. 2. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody. Chinese proverb. 3. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius. 4. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Lao Tzu. 5. The wise find pleasure in water. The virtuous find pleasure in hills. The wise are active. The virtuous are tranquil. The wise are joyful. The virtuous are long-lived. Confucius. 6. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. 7. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Confucius. 8. To know the road ahead, ask those coming back. Chinese proverb. 9. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Chinese proverb. 10. When you know a thing, to hold that you know it, and when you do not know a thing, to allow that you do not know it, this is knowledge. Confucius. 11. The journey is the reward. Lao Tzu. 12. The wise adapt themselves to circumstances, as water molds itself to the pitcher. Chinese proverb. 13. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Confucius. 14. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. Confucius. 15. He who would rule must first learn to serve. Lao Tzu. 16. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Albert Schweitzer influenced by Confucius. 17. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Confucius. 18. The more you know yourself, the more clarity there is. Self-knowledge has no end. Jiddu Krishnamurti influenced by Lao Tzu. 19. If you want to know the road ahead, ask your ancestors. Chinese proverb. 20. The wise speak softly but carry a big stick. Confucius. 21. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. Lao Tzu. 22. If you want to change the world, change yourself. Lao Tzu. 23. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Albert Einstein influenced by Chinese folklore. 24. The cautious seldom err. Confucius. 25. Those who are wise won't be busy, and those who are too busy can't be wise. Lao Tzu. 26. When anger rises, think of the consequences. Confucius. 27. Happiness is not a destination. It is a journey. Happiness is not tomorrow. It is now. Happiness is. 28. Sure, here are 30 more lessons from ancient Chinese philosophers, along with relevant quotes. 29. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. Confucius. 30. The best fighter is never angry. Lao Tzu. 31. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius, 32. To be wrong is nothing unless you remember it afterwards. Confucius, 33. Silence is a source of great strength. Lao Tzu, 34. When you see a good person, think of becoming like him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. Confucius, 35. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Lao Tzu, 36. It is better to light one small candle than to curse the darkness. Confucius, 37. If you want to be happy for a lifetime, be a gardener. Chinese proverb, 38. When you're content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. Lao Tzu, 39. Study the past if you would define the future. Confucius, 40. The more you give, the more you get. Lao Tzu, 41. To know what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. Confucius, 42. The journey itself is the adventure. Lao Tzu, 43. It does not matter how tall you are, but how well you stand tall. Chinese proverb, 44. The power of intuitive understanding will protect you from harm until the end of your days. Lao Tzu, 45. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius, 46. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. Lao Tzu, 47. A man who cannot tolerate small misfortunes can never accomplish great things. Confucius, 48. To the mind that is still, the whole universe enders. Lao Tzu, 49. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus influenced by Chinese philosophy, 50. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Chinese proverb, 51. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. Amelia Earhart influenced by Lao Tzu, 52. The greatest gift you can give someone is your own personal development. Jim Rohn influenced by Confucius, 53. An inch of time is an inch of gold, but you can't buy that inch of time with an inch of gold. Chinese proverb, 54. The wise man does not lay up his own treasures. The more he gives to others, the more he has for his own. Lao Tzu, 55. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates influenced by Confucius, 56. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Lao Tzu, 57. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. Chinese proverb,